Rob here from Media, and in this video we are going to be talking about headings, so stay tuned. At Media, we help companies to grow and thrive using the latest tools, tricks and marketing techniques. From websites to online marketing, automated sales funnels, social media and much more. We're always releasing new content on our YouTube channel, so make sure you click the like, subscribe and notification button to make sure that you don't miss out. Just before we get going, I want to tell you about an exclusive offer we have on at the moment. We're giving away free access to our paid Hub platform to the first 50 people that click the link in the description. We're going to be putting this link in the description of all of our videos, so make sure that you get in there as quick as you can. Within Hub we have created over 100 training videos in 13 courses, including a course on how to build a website using Elementor. You'll also find recorded webinars and a host of other free content, so remember to click the link in the description. Let's get on with the video. Hello, in this video we are going to be talking about the headings element of Elementor. When it comes to headings, think about newspapers. So you've got your main headings and your subheadings. In terms of websites, our main headings are generally H2s and subheadings H3s, H4s, H5s. Structure it a bit like a newspaper. Before we begin then, I've got a page layout of Elementor full width. I've got one section here with one column in, and I've changed the background color of the section to blue. To get back to our elements then, we just need to click the grid here. The first thing we want to do then is drag our heading tile over to our column, and it appears here. Now we can change this text here if we want to, but we're actually going to change it here. But quickly, let's just go through these. We're going to go and talk through content and style. A lot of the advanced options are their own separate videos, so you can find those also in our course. Let's go to content then, and let's change our title to website courses. We can make this link, so if our visitors want to go through, click through to another page, they can. I'm going to leave it blank for now. If you do put a link in to link another page, you can also make that open in a new window. We can change the size if we want. I'm not going to do that here because we can change the size separately in style. We can also change the HTML tag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to leave it on H2 because this will be our main heading. H3 down to 6 is generally subheadings. We'll talk about the structure in a moment because we're going to add another heading in a moment, which is going to be a H3. We can also change the alignment. We've got left, center, right and justified. And I'm going to select center. I'm just going to pause a moment so that you can pause the video and add your own heading in. Next, we are going to change the style of our heading. So top left here, let's click style. We're going to change the text color. I'm actually going to leave it on the white that it is, but let's just quickly go through the color picker tool. This tool has its own video, so feel free to, after this video, just go over to that and have a look through. For now I do want white, but we do have the preset colors in our theme here if we want. We've also got our RGB spectrum here and transparency options as well. We can also add our hex codes and RGB codes here if we know them. But for now, I'm going to go with white. Typography, again, there is a separate video for this that you can find. Feel free to jump over to that in a moment after this video to have a better understanding of it. But for now, I'm going to click on this drop down and I'm going to search for the font that we use, which is Amatic SC. I'm going to change the font size to REM4. The weight, I want it to be as bold as it can be really, which is generally 900 or bold, so I'm going to click bold. We can transform it if we want. Here are our options. We can also change the style, normal, italic, etc. I'm going to leave it on default. We can also decorate it with underline, overline, line through, etc. I'm going to leave it on default. We've got our line height. So if I was to add in a new element with a line height like this, it would come in here where this fine blue line is, rather than if I had it shorter down here. I am going to have this on 2 for now. And letter spacing, that is the gaps between each letter or character. And I'm going to have it on the max 10 for now. So let's close that typography window. We can also add a text shadow. Let's just go with the black for now, make that appear. There we go. You can see it's quite heavy. We can use the color picker tool to have whatever color shadow we like. We can change the blur, its positioning horizontally and vertically. Now I don't actually want a shadow, so I'm going to just revert back to the default here by clicking that arrow. We also have the blend mode. This works better when you've got an image in the background, and also our font is white, so it's just not really going to take much effect on a blue background. But yeah, there's a couple of options there. So I'm just going to pause again to let you style your own heading. Cool, so let's now add a H3. We're going to do this by going to our element tiles up here and dragging another heading tile underneath. You can alternatively right click on our current heading and duplicate like so, but I'm not going to do it that way for now because we need to get you used to going up here in the left to find your elements. So this is going to be a H3, which means it's not a main heading, it's our subheading. And I'm going to change the heading to Southampton. That is a location of one of our offline website courses. And I'm going to change the HTML tag to H3. I do want the same style as website courses. So I'm going to right click on the website course heading. I'm going to copy. I'm then going to go down to Southampton H3, right click and paste the style. And there we can see it's exactly the same. It's also kept its HTML tag H3, which is important for Google because Google needs to understand how your pages are broken down. I don't want the size to be exactly the same. I want it to look like it's a subheading as opposed to another main heading as well. So I'm going to go over to style and I'm going to reduce the size down to 2 rem. That's really all there is to it when it comes to headings. You can also go through the advanced options, add some padding, margins, background, bordering and stuff like that. There are separate videos for these and you can add different backgrounds and borders for each individual element if you like as well. Don't forget at the end, update and save your work.